Welcome, everyone, to yet another episode of Conscious Mother Podcast, where we talk about motherhood, personal journeys, and the struggles and strengths that mothers have. And today I have a beautiful mother with me. Let's welcome her, Pooja Bhargav. So, she's a dedicated parenting coach, empowering parents to foster persistence, positivity, and peacefulness. She's also the founder of Peaceful Parenting Hub. I love her vision. Her vision is to make India the peaceful and spiritual parenting capital of the world because she truly believes peaceful and spiritual parents don't just raise children, they raise the future. Wow. Welcome, Pooja. Thank you so much for being here. So let's quickly jump into today's podcast, Pooja. If I ask you about your motherhood journey, before becoming a mother, how would you describe yourself? Who is Pooja? Just tell us about yourself.
Thank you so much, Shagun. I think I'm audible.
Yeah.
And yeah, grateful to see you after a long time. And thank you for hosting me today. And yes, as you asked, who am I? A soul is being sent to the earth to serve a lot of mothers and to, create awareness about spiritualness in everybody. Because that is the, what we believe. It's a center for anything. As you said, it's really important for any human being to understand the vision of spirituality in any person. Everybody has this, but there's a driver in every soul that drives everywhere, but you need to bring back to the proper route. There is a route. We need to understand what exactly is required for that soul. There's a saying, right? Universal layers. A womb actually attracts the right soul. So there's a in the universe. There are a lot of layers in universe. When I was being a guest in a different podcast, so I was explaining these things. So actually, during pregnancy, anything and everything doesn't happen randomly. A soul actually chooses and attracts based on your karmas to the proper womb. So I have been attracted to my mother's womb, and that is been, driving passion in me, that I've been inclined towards spirituality, and that is a center for me. Without doing puja part, without doing this rituals at home, creating that right environment at home, we cannot raise ourselves first. If we don't raise ourselves, it's highly impossible to raise another soul which is being sent to us. Very, very important for us to know about ourselves first, deeply. Nourish yourself with the divine activity. The aura which you create and cleanse during your rituals when you do the early mornings and during puja part after you take bath and everything, it's totally different. And my child keeps seeing everything, and I keep running this spiritual music every day. There's a list of musics. One by one it keeps coming in. It's like from childhood I kept listening, I keep playing, everything is in my mouth like that, like it keeps coming in like the flow if somebody asks me. So my child is also getting addicted to it, and like it's a flow, he's getting trapped to, and automatically he's into the force already.
Right.
So, if you ask me about who am I, this is where I am, and I want to talk. I want to create a lot of spiritualness in everybody, because in this fast-driven world, really important. When I keep seeing a lot of astrologers, vastu experts keep talking about these things, many manifestation coaches keep talking about the same thing. Surrender to universe, highest energy. You just need to get surrender to them, surrender to universe, everything falls automatically.
So true. I truly agree with you on this point that it's very important that our center is right. And if our center is God, then that means that we'll be able to handle everything correctly. So really loved the way you know described about your story. And if I want to ask you this thing, that there must be some kind of awareness in your mind, after becoming a mother. Like, you said that you got that spiritual environment from your own home, right? And then you started giving the same to your child. But was there any particular moment in your life when you observed this thing that, let me do more of it because my child is absorbing everything? Did you ever get that conscious moment in your life that let me be more conscious? Did your
Yeah,
child ever
maybe
show it to you?
I just want to mention about being my coaching life, why I entered this.
Right.
I started to learn parenting only because I wanted to learn because of a very big, heart, feeling story, which I kept saying everywhere, and many people know about it. It's very, very, darker side, and I felt like I was a stone. My mother went on a breath challenge. My child was, even my birth weight was lesser than my baby's birth weight. I delivered a healthy baby in spite of all the COVID, journey during that time, the second wave. I delivered a healthy baby. Of course, COVID it is. We know how, panic it was during for the entire world. And 45 to 50 days old he was, and my mom went on a breath challenge, and she's the main pillar, right? For any women, any girl, if it is the first baby, of course we don't have any knowledge about it. I was like completely nil. I didn't have any idea. She will be taking care, and why will I worry? Because yeah, my child is there, they will take care. Parents are the first,
Yeah,
people you
this is
can
our thought
always
process.
always focus on.
Hmm.
You don't need to worry about anything at that time. So she went on a breath challenge. Everything went on a chaos at home. Of course, women suffers entire family struggles. My brother, my dad, they were in their own zone because they were also struggling. And my mom is in different place. She is in hospital, and I traveled because this baby, I want to nourish this child also, and I traveled to another place. There, everything went well, but I was a stone because my mother is in hospital. She is suffering her own breath, and I was like, even though my husband was there, my in-laws were there, everybody was there. 10 days later, God wanted to test me with another challenge, the biggest challenge. Everybody was tested positive, leaving me and my child.
Oh.
It was C-section, and I traveled to another interstate with lot of precautions and lot of permissions, and I became even bigger stone. That's when, even though but it was divinity, I was spiritually aligned. I did all the Garbha Sanskar activities without knowing, getting into any coaching, teaching, and all those things. Because previously I was a coach, QMAT trainer, international QMAT trainer. I was doing everything till 5 months of pregnancy. Because of nausea, I just stopped.
Okay.
And that passion in me driven for me to learn something in parenting. Everything went well. God tested us after all these challenges. Everybody was tested positive, and I struggled. I became a stone. What do you do next? Your mind is blocked. You
Yeah.
are blocked entirely. Everybody is in their own rooms, struggling their own challenges. Human beings we are, and I had nobody to cook food for me. Nobody to wash clothes. In our cases, we should not touch cold water for few months.
Hmm.
I was washing my clothes. I was doing everything. There was no pampering for me as a mother. Post, delivery, we have a lot of rituals they carry out. Everything was zero to me. That is when God, gives that courage and energy into you that you become so much stronger that any rock can hit you and you will get up. And that is when I decided this child is just seeing me every time. I was like losing myself inside. What am I doing to this child?
Hmm.
Literally, I was shattered. That day, I decided I want to do something to this child. That day, I decided I did all these early, childhood development activities, and I made him International Book of Records holder. And
Wow.
then I wanted to learn something for me. I was doing for him. I was losing myself. I wanted to learn parenting. modern parenting, that social media triggers used to come pop up, you need to do that, you need to do this
Mm,
3 years ago. And yeah, I thought like, chalo, I postponed many times. Like messages used to hop in many times, but I was like, let me attend later, let me attend later, let me attend
mm.
later. Finally, I decided to attend it on October 12th, 2022.
Oh.
That is when my journey started with parenting. I started to learn parenting. I started getting so exposure on social media, and then everything triggered, and the passion was there inside, na coaching. That brought me as a coach to teach parents the parenting what I am also learning. And yes, if I can do it, anybody can do it. That is where it all started. You asked me like, were there any conscious in you, like you want to learn, you wanted to do more and more? Yes. That moment which hit me hard, that I wanted to do something to my child, I became more conscious. Yes, I want to do something. The purpose in my life is something else. It's not just, WhatsApp chatting, chit chatting with friends. I was enjoying, I was doing everything. I was an IT employee before. Everything
Right.
was there.
Mm,
That moment hit hard. Everybody has a story. That
mm.
is when it starts.
These are the moments I feel, whenever we face some pain in our life, it's actually up to us. How really we want to go about it, How do we want to feel about it? Either we can take that pain as a growth and see.
Or you just see suffer.
Exactly. And then you see that growth for your own self first, and then so many other children now being a parenting coach. It's not only about one child at home. It's about changing the lives of so many children, those who are
Children.
outside. And wow, lovely, love your strength and love your journey, the way you hold it yourself strong. And yes, ultimately, it's actually the God that gives us the entire strength. And beautifully mentioned. And so hardest part.
Like I was crying many times. That is also tried nowadays. We keep telling this heartfelt stories. We keep talking about this. And it's like we went a lot already. That was a strength for me, to improvise myself more and more. So yes, why to cry so many times when God made me more, stronger.
Yes, and more resilient. Why
Resilient.
not? Yeah. So that was the hardest part that you have shared, and I think that was really hard.
Seriously, nobody has to suffer this, but not
Yeah.
everybody can, hold that, challenge. Only the person who is having that, क्या बोलते हैं, like the willpower, strong willpower, only those can actually manage and, take it
To the next level, like
level.
you did. Yeah. Uh,
Thankfully, I am also the one. God chose me.
so proud of you. Okay, so let's come back to the happy moment. Happy moment about motherhood that you would love to share with your child. Any one moment that you remember that was
Oh
beautiful
my
for you.
God, how can it be one moment,
Of course,
seriously?
there are endless. Like every day, I feel,
Google है ना Google
Ah,
that keeps throwing lot of memories. You just click
ah,
on that, it'll open entire drive, and I will
exactly.
end up, my 2 hours, 3 hours in that photos, videos, and I don't know
Absolutely.
where I lost my time.
But we have to keep it a little shorter. That's why I just asked you one. So whatever is coming to your mind right now.
Okay, so the tiny footsteps they make, right? It
Yeah.
was very, very beautiful. I remember. It was my grandfather, he has passed away, and my parents went for the rituals to another place. And I was in my home, and my husband also came from my in-laws' place. We traveled back to my native. I was not at all in my place.
Oh,
We were traveling back to, in-laws' place and my native. And I was in my native, and my husband was also with me because I was holding this child. I went back from my in-laws' place after COVID story. I went back. At that time, these things happened. My grandfather passed away at that time. So we lost him, and this Chota and my husband was talking. He was like nagging. He was responding for every talk he used to respond. Those, tiny smiles. We cannot just, forget those beautiful laughs they used to, respond with that smile. And I was in kitchen for something, and all of a sudden my husband was calling me, and he was holding his arms, okay, and he was pulling him slowly. This fellow was putting beautiful small steps that I remember totally. Even 2 days ago we were speaking about the same thing, like he was holding, and my nephew is also walking now like that. We are holding him, and he is also walking slowly. I was saying about my son Shian. He's Shian, so we named him Shriyan, Lord Vishnu. I literally researched the names, like lakhs of names I researched. I'm so particular in these things because I wanted literally Lord Vishnu's name. I literally researched, and finally I found a beautiful name called Shri. It starts from Shri. Shri is very beautiful, a letter we
Yeah.
use in Sanskrit, right? So I wanted it, and I finally made it. So it is, meaning of Lord Vishnu, and that was the giggliest moment, and we literally enjoyed. I mean, all the moments are very beautiful and cherishable, and we to mention, of course, suddenly something pops to you into your
Yeah.
mind.
I can see how you're living that moment right now also. I can see that with your smile. So, any parenting belief that you had earlier that has
Of course.
changed over
Who
the
will learn
years?
parenting, Shagun? Who will learn parenting? Even I get the same question now also because vibe attracts tribe. I was the same person before. Parenting? Who will learn parenting? Yes, people should learn parenting. When I go to meetings and other kind of networking meetings and business meetings, when I go and when we talk about our services, people are like listening and guests are listening and they ask, parenting. Is this a business? Is this a work? Oh,
Hmm.
this is also sold like this. I say, yes, sir. Modern parenting, people are literally want to learn because we are creating awareness to bring them to the right track. And nowadays, they are literally struggling. Parents are struggling. And this is the service we add for somebody. This is the service we are adding value to their lives to transform from A to Z, literally required. And many, out of 100%, 85% questions me same question every time.
Hmm.
Parenting, I'm listening, I'm hearing this for the first time. Okay, I heard it hundreds of times now, so maybe it's first time for you.
So after you have a word with them, do you find any change in their belief system?
Of
Do they
course,
really
when we
think after
start
listening?
telling, when we, just give one example, they might, oh, yeah, this is there.
Huh.
This is one expression they get because it's a normal daily challenge in every household that
Hmm.
there is a tantrum, there's a cry, there's a misbelief, or there is no self-care, or no women is not, taking. I mean, after delivery, that women is not being, properly taken care.
You're
Mental
right.
struggle of that women, everything is normal.
Hmm.
But when you stress, now for example, if there is a B2B business, a
Hmm.
normal, a service-based business,
Hmm.
there's a lighting showroom and somebody is buying a product in that lighting showroom
Hmm.
and they're paying and then getting that lights, right?
Hmm.
Similarly, we are doing coaching to somebody to adding value, but people are not understanding because it's coming in terms of mindset shifts and transformations. There's a product there that they are buying and they will give the price tag to that. But
Hmm.
when it comes to the coaching, even now people say the same thing. I keep meeting other kind of people also, photography, and there are a lot of different kind of coaches. Okay, in the world, I'm keep exploring a lot of new kind of businesses. I'm seeing a lot every single time when I attend meetings.
Hmm.
And photography is the one they say, ma'am, why do you want to charge so much? You have photo, I mean camera,
Yeah.
and you can just click hundreds of photos and you can give to the same pricing.
Hmm.
She or he keeps telling the same thing. We buy these things, and when we actually price it in this way, and they say, so much you're pricing.
Hmm.
This is the mindset people have, and this has to be eradicated soon. Yes, of course, it will happen for sure because India will be the training capital of the world soon. And a lot of changes already happened since the time of the COVID, and now many things have shifted.
Right, right. And it's the need of the hour. Even I feel that it's our duty to spread that awareness regarding
Awareness.
this topic because that's the need of the hour, like you really mentioned. And I truly agree that people actually normalize it. कि बच्चे तो रोते ही हैं, it is pretty okay. But
Very true, very true,
when
very
they
true.
start crying for small things, and those small things become bigger things in life, and then you feel like, now what happened to my child? Suddenly, in one day, nothing is happening. It is all
No.
accumulation of experiences that are
Exactly, it's
happening.
a compound effect, right? So how do you need to know how to set that boundary? Yes, of course, a mother can love infinitely her child. Nobody else can do that, right? So
Yeah,
everybody agrees. Mother is the first one to infinitely love her child, and she is the one to put that boundaries as well. She needs to learn it. If she is loving, pampering, kissing, doing everything to her child, she also should be very strict and, I mean, not strict in the sense to be very firm in drawing, certain boundaries in certain areas.
absolutely.
Otherwise, of course, roots will, grow into different kinds of branches. It will not be aligned. It will grow in all the directions that we never want to happen.
Absolutely, yeah. Hmm. What do you think children need the most today? क्या लगता है? The most
The most required
thing they are
from
craving for.
anybody in the world, not only a mother, not only father, from anybody is the connection. The most and most one. Because people are very busy in their own life. Of course, for example, I am only in a nuclear family, okay? We are busy, busy, busy. I understand we are busy in our own lives, but they are the first ones for us to, as a priority. We have given birth. God has sent these souls to us to take care of them, and we should give that justice to them.
Right.
So it's very, very important responsibility for us to manage their needs, take care of them, love them, pamper them. These I'm already feeling this guy is already grown lot. All these childhood memories, how can I go and bubbly, push and go back to the childhood? I cannot, compress that human being into small and love again. This is already growing. I'm like, many people say that, make one more time. What is like, is it a market? Go and buy and bring it? No, it's not.
Hmm.
Love your child infinitely in front of you when they're growing. Open your eyes. If your even if your work is being slowed down, that's totally okay. Your work is not your priority. Nobody on the earth is poor. Nobody in the earth is poor. Everybody is rich in their own ways. I don't need to be, financially, independent. It's my passion, my purpose, what I'm doing and building. But first
Hmm.
comes is my child's life, apart from anything else. Take it,
Absolutely.
take care of it, enjoy most, be present, and then step into your world. You'll get time, of course. After few years, they'll never come and, be clingy to you and, run the toddler moments keep coming to you, amma, 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 bolke. Like, they'll never come. They want to grow independently. At that time, you will run behind them, maybe.
Hmm.
What are they doing? You will be very curious. What are they doing? And they're not telling anything to us. What I should learn? What should I ask? Everything.
That's
It's like
that's the
reverse.
whole circle, huh? That's the whole circle,
Full
and
circle.
it comes
So
back.
now, like, if you don't listen to them, of course, they will never listen to you in future.
Mhm. Right. And like you mentioned, be present. I would really like to hold on to this word. It's very important that be
Very
present.
right.
Children are not craving for quantity, that you are supposed to be there with them for 4 hours, 5 hours. Even
Right.
10 minutes is sufficient. This is what even I am doing. Like
Hmm.
we do so many things, but that just 10 minutes of that connection is more than enough.
Very true.
They're,
Quality is
they're actually
important, right?
craving for that quality time. Yeah, right. Like we say. Hmm. What's one thing that every parent can start doing from today onwards, according to you, if they're listening to you? One thing that every parent can start, irrespective of whichever point they are.
First, take out that, belief that should I learn parenting? Because even if we are coaching somebody, even I am also learning. Learning is never ending. And stop thinking you as an expert, I know everything. That hashtag has to be removed. I know everything and I don't want to learn from everybody. There is social media and a lot of content. I can learn from every content. Not even one single content is helping you at the right time, at the right situation. Not even one content. You might be following thousands of pages. Nevertheless, because even I'm a content creator, I know this. Bumble, it's like effect.
Mm,
It just content creators are just generalizing their content because they want to reach the audience.
mm,
But nevertheless, unless and until you understand and customize the plans for yourself, for your journey, when it is really required, you need to learn it. Be a prepared parent. Don't start learning when the problem arises. That is what everybody does. I kept creating the same thing for everyone. I say the same thing, learn, be ready. Because pregnant woman has to learn everything firstly. They say, oh, my mindset is totally different. Why should I learn? I've not even entered this phase. Why should I learn? Once she enters, she knows that she doesn't have time to even comb the hair. Where she will sit and learn.
mm. We've all gone through that stage, so I truly, you know, relate to that. Yeah. When the child is in the womb, that's the best time to learn. You have your own time. Yeah.
Very true. Very. For me, it's even a different case only altogether. As I said, I didn't
Yeah.
have time for anything. Anything, just check on him and go. I'm so grateful for the people who has, cooked food for me for a few days. Okay, it was not easy. It was not easy. I've been through the challenge. That is why I say, it's a heartfelt story. I have been through the pain. I don't want somebody else to, struggle the same things because this is the real story which I'm talking. It's not, I mean, I know when I'm saying people might feel that's like a movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie. I know. It's my own story.
Yeah. You've come
So,
out
yeah.
from it beautifully. Yeah. So we'll move on to our last section, and that's a rapid fire round. And
Okay.
I'm going to give you one sentence, so you have to give me one word each. Okay?
One word, huh? Okay.
Yeah. So motherhood in one word.
Cherishable.
Wow. Your child.
My heartbeat.
One habit that brings you peace.
My morning rituals.
Wow. Can you share that? What do you do in those morning
Yeah.
rituals?
So yeah, a lot of manifestation coaches keep talking about these kind of, rituals, journaling, scribbling. Yeah. I'm sorry about this.
Yeah.
Sorry. So a lot of people keep talking about the rituals, right? Manifestation coaches talk about, journaling, manifesting the real things and everything. So really important for you to manifest the right way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's completely okay.
So when your mind is in peace, you will be able to attract everything. When
Yeah.
your mind itself is in not peace, I mean, you're sitting, you're writing something, and your mind is evolving around the world, nothing you will be able to bring the energy to that sentence, whatever you're writing. Very, very important for you to manifest, and you need to, many people say about, sticking those pictures,
Mhm.
just
King
visualize.
vision
Yes.
boards.
Visualize vision boards. Yeah. See, vision boards is there. I kept listening to a lot of vision, people create your vision boards. What people does the mistake? It's not a mistake, of course. People have a long-term goals, right? So like they vision something, I want to, buy BMW and they just, put on BMW in front of them.
Mm,
How can you get BMW in 1 or 2 days?
mm,
That is where they get frustrated and like, okay, this is chalo, it's not happening and this is not for us.
mm.
It's not like that, manifest in the right way. It also has to have the short steps, do
Right.
it for my short-term goals, 30
Mm.
days, 60 days, 90 days, like that. Consistency is very, 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 very important.
Mm.
And nowadays, when I'm doing all these rituals, I manifest and I visualize a lot of my goals, and I've created my own, frameworks, and beautifully it's aligning every day. Because of that only I get up. I mean, I used to wake up very, very early in the morning during Brahma Muhurat and all. Nowadays, again, everything is changing
Yeah.
because of lot of other personal, commitments in the home and everything. That shifted. But yes, this thing has never stopped. Before you're going to bed or soon you're waking up, just say thank you, thank you, thank you. And random things I kept hearing, you need to just say thank you and grateful to random things around you, because you are saying universe and God that you have ample of things for you in your life. Just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. It'll automatically open the doors. So after these rituals, and I was doing yoga and all, and where do we have time, Shagun? As mothers, we don't have that much of time. So, but yeah, still I'm very stubborn in doing all the activities, which is really important for our entire growth. It's not only for me. I'm manifesting for me, my child, my husband, my family, everything. Where everything comes into picture for you. So your goals, short-term goals, long-term goals for you, whatever you wanted to do in the vision board, everything is there. Nobody knows what I'm doing, but my husband knows. She keeps writing something. What is she writing? I don't know. How much you will write? Just get up. But yes, I know what I'm writing. But he doesn't know what are the other rituals I'm doing apart from writing.
This is how it happens, you know. Okay, so one thing that you're still learning. Let's come back to our rapid fire.
Still learning, huh?
You're still learning
Parenting,
one.
of course, I say.
And one book that every parent should read.
Okay, think and grow rich.
Mm.
It's really important. You're growing. And along with that, I can also say, Rich Dad and Poor Dad.
Mm.
Both the books are like literally, it's like
Using books.
mind-boggling. Yeah. I
Mm.
don't think people doesn't know the name. Everybody knows the names. It's really important. Apart from that, I have lots of books. I never read every book. Everything is there in the shelf. I don't know when will I cover, but I'm more into auditory than, visualizing, sitting, reading, and all of them. Everything is next to me. I don't know when I will complete, but yes, of course, I will complete. Meantime, I keep seeing, watching, reading, few in between. Whenever
Yeah.
there is a need, I keep, and I finish an entire book in 1 or 2 hours. Like that, it just keeps happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a lot of collection of books.
Mm.
Researching is really important. It's not like you have enrolled into some membership and you are done, everything is there for you, and bucket pura ho gaya and everything you can do dump to others. No, it's not like that. You need to evolve, research your own way. Authenticity is really important in this life, and the
True.
more you are putting things in your own way, people connect to you a lot.
Definitely. And one lesson that your child has taught you.
One lesson. Oh my God, it's
Of
not
course,
one
of
lesson.
course, of course. Again,
Infinite lesson.
again, yeah, the number is infinite, but still one right now. Otherwise, this podcast will be very long.
Don't be lazy, mama. That is one lesson. Mothers cannot be lazy at all. Not at all. She can dream. One day, if she wants to sleep for another, 10 minutes or 30 minutes extra, it's not highly impossible if it is not in the right time, or when they're sleeping, or when they're in the school or something like that. But you should get the, sleep at that time. No, that is the biggest challenge. That's not possible.
And that time we are
In that
working.
one thing. Sorry?
I'm saying that time we are working.
We are working. That's what. We don't get time.
Yeah. Okay. So coming to our last question. If your child watches this podcast after 20 years of age, what message would you like to give him?
All right. Success will never come to you immediately. Okay. Everything has to be earned. Success, um, what can I say? Immediate jump, you will never get the success. I had a beautiful sentence yesterday. Um, It's really important for you to grow, earn your respect, earn the rights, grow every day, show your visibility. That is really important for you. So that is what I say. After he watches this episode after many years, I don't know if he watches or not, but yes, success doesn't come all of a sudden. It's your hard work and earned efforts.
Yeah.
It's
It's
really
basically
important.
the discipline that you show in every moment
Mm,
of your life. Yeah, and I also agree. I'm sure Pooja, you'll also agree. It's not about, what we are doing and what we are getting in the name of success. It's actually the person that we're becoming that
yeah,
matters the most.
very true, very
This is
true.
what we are working on. So
At
yeah,
the end of the day, you're getting transformed and you're transforming others. Both. When you're actually teaching somebody, you're learning so many things for yourself. That is the reason I chose this platform. I chose this particular area of expertise for me to grow, because I'm learning so many things when I'm teaching them.
yeah,
When I'm researching, of course I'm learning. I've learned so many things. And of course I'm raising another child, and it is also important for me to learn. Along with that, I'm learning, I'm able to teach both. It's like it's syncing for me and my journey. So I
yeah,
love this. I'm exploring a lot in this world, because lot of people have evolved now.
yeah,
Back then, 3 years ago, it was totally different from the time now we are in now. And
right.
you are already seeing a lot of people
Mm.
now. But how do you make a difference from you and them? Is
Hmm.
your style, the way you teach others, the way you transform others, the way you transform yourself matters most. I will like every win is a win for you. Even though it is a small, big, celebrate it and learn how to come out of that celebration and start again, growing and learning. That is not the end, or that is not the win for your life. Win for your life is the one. I mean, it's never ending. Okay, it's like mission. Whatever we have, mission and our vision, we need to make it reach a bigger and bigger and bigger and
Yeah,
bigger. It will never stop. Even though you're not there on the earth, it should not stop.
yeah,
I am always inspired by Narendra Modi ji. I keep saying about him. He was not the man who had anything in his mind.
right.
He just followed his discipline, culture, manners, everything what was taught by his mother. It was just the basic qualities of the life to lead. But what made him grow like this? The ignite inside him to grow consistently and work. The passion, of course, any human being will have that passion to become something in life and something.
Mm.
But he has worked day and night, even though as a tea seller or something, whatever it was his background. Small things also actually pulls you to a biggest things. There is
Absolutely.
no small thing, small work or big work. Anything, any work is a work. So show your efforts. You will be there somewhere. But consistency is very, very important, because yeah, many people know me as the same thing, because my content and the value as a content creator, as I'm saying, it's never stopped. Of course, it's been little slow maybe, but it is I've never stopped. People know me because of the same reason.
Yeah.
Hardships are there. Once we start, we cannot stop. That is what we are.
Mm. That's the strength we get.
Strength.
And thank
Yes.
you so much, Pooja, for being here and sharing all the valuable insights. And I'm sure anyone who's going to listen to this podcast, it'll be a great help. You are actually a symbol of great strength, Listening to all your stories and experiences, it inspired me so much, and it's going to help me do more and more and more. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for hosting. You might be saying it has been inspired, but of course, you are not, you are also a standalone and you are doing everything, having to, and doing a lot apart from, your professional field is totally different from the coaching field, and you're managing both. Two fields there also you're handling, and two you're handling at your home. Not two, honestly, three, right? So I'm handling two and you're handling three. So it's like we are managing everything all together.
Yeah,
So women empowerment is really important, and they're working. Women is no lesser than men, and they're doing everything possible. One thing to keep every woman in mind is, do not ignore, or do not dominate that you are earning. That is really important. Manpower, men are the first who comes in, entire family and everything, and then only you. Even though if you're earning more, doesn't matter. It's only for your passion and everything. Domination has to only be in the male hand, and then only your family survives. Then only, that right positive, attitude will be there in everybody's life. Your home will be, be in the sync, and it will be very harmonious. Otherwise,
absolutely.
I kept listening to a lot of stories of being separated, being struggling, dominations. Of course, many people just struggle this. When the mindset starts, when they are earning, the mind automatically drives.
Hmm.
I'm earning, why should I bend?
It's all about taking care of the mind. That's the
Mind.
most important
Yes.
thing. Yeah. So thank you so much, Pooja, one more time. Thank you for being here. It was such a delight to host you.
Thank you so much. Time flies and we never know how time flies, and we keep speaking and it's never ending.
Uh,
Thank you again for everybody watching this, and for Shagun for really hosting me. It was pleasure to be on your show, and thank you so much each one of you, and hope you all enjoyed, and hope some or the other things actually, you can take back and actually implement in your own lives. Everything is with us, but of course, we need to remind again and again. So might be this is the reminder. Thank you again, Shagun. Thank you so
thank
much.
you.